The jungle pulsed with life, an endless symphony of chirps, rustles, and distant roars that wove through the thick canopy. Heat clung to the air, dense and humid, wrapping around every living creature like a second skin. Somewhere deep within this tangled expanse of green, hidden beneath centuries of growth, lay the Emerald Heart, a gem of unimaginable beauty, said to hold the power of the jungle itself. Legends whispered of its brilliance, of its ability to heal, to grant visions, and to curse those who sought it with greed in their hearts. Elara had spent years searching for it, her every waking moment consumed by maps, forgotten lore, and cryptic carvings found in the ruins of lost civilizations. The jungle had called to her since she was a child, its mysteries urging her forward with a pull she could never resist. Now, with only a tattered journal and her own instincts guiding her, she stood on the precipice of discovery. The expedition had started with 6. Now only she and Marco remained. The others had fallen to the jungle's trials, one to venomous fangs in the night, another lost to the depths of a treacherous ravine, and 2 more to an unseen sickness that sapped their strength before they vanished into the undergrowth. The jungle was both guardian and executioner, offering its secrets only to those who proved themselves worthy. Marco adjusted his pack and wiped the sweat from his brow, his dark eyes scanning the dense foliage. "We should rest soon. We've been walking for hours." Elara glanced at the sky, where the sun struggled to pierce through the emerald canopy.
"Not yet."
"We're close. I can feel it." He sighed but didn't argue. They had come too far to turn back now. The jungle thickened around them, vines curling like fingers from ancient trees, their trunks wide enough to hide entire histories within their bark. A mist clung to the air, cool and laced with the scent of damp earth and unseen flowers. The silence was unnatural, the usual hum of insects and birds replaced by an eerie stillness. And then she saw it. Half buried beneath the creeping tendrils of time, a stone doorway stood before them, the intricate carvings on its surface worn but unmistakable. The markings matched those in her journal, a warning and an invitation. "We found it," she whispered, heart hammering in her chest. Marco traced the symbols with his fingers. "Or it found us." Stepping forward, she placed her palm against the cool stone, feeling the weight of centuries press back against her touch. With a low, grating rumble, the doorway shifted, revealing darkness beyond. They entered cautiously, torches flickering against the damp stone walls. The air was thick with the scent of age and something else, something ancient and waiting. Ahead, the tunnel opened into a cavern bathed in an otherworldly glow. At its center, resting atop a pedestal of roots and stone, lay the Emerald Heart. The gem pulsed with a light that seemed to breathe, casting shifting green reflections onto the walls. It was more beautiful than she had ever imagined, its surface alive with an inner fire that defied reason. Marco exhaled sharply. "Elara, are you sure?" She stepped closer, the whispers of the jungle growing louder in her mind. The legends had spoken of a guardian, a test of worthiness. She reached out, her fingers brushing the gem's surface. A roar echoed through the cavern, shaking the very foundation of the earth. The roots coiled like living serpents, the air thick with a sudden gust of unseen force. The jungle itself had awakened. Elara stumbled back as a figure emerged from the shadows, a being neither man nor beast, its eyes glowing with the same ethereal light as the gem. It spoke in a language older than time, the words pressing into her mind like the weight of the jungle's will. Only those who walk with the jungle may claim its heart. She understood then. The Emerald Heart was not a prize to be taken, but a covenant to be honored. To wield its power was to become part of the jungle itself, to protect rather than exploit. She turned to Marco, who nodded, understanding without words. Together, they knelt, pressing their hands to the earth in respect. The being watched them for a long moment before stepping aside, allowing them to pass. The jungle whispered once more, its voice softer now, as if in approval. As they emerged back into the light, the jungle seemed more alive than ever, its secrets now part of them. The Emerald Heart remained where it belonged, not in human hands, but at the core of the wild, forever beating with the pulse of the untamed world.